Hey there, welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's sure to spark some curiosity. Just how rare is your Myers-Briggs personality type? Get ready to uncover some fascinating insights and maybe even discover just how unique you truly are. So grab a snack, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. The most common personality type in the 16th place is ISTJ, also called the logistician. They represent 15.9%. People with the ISTJ personality type, or logisticians, mean what they say and say what they mean, and when they commit to doing something, they make sure to follow through. With their responsible and dependable nature, it might not be so surprising that ISTJ personalities also tend to have a deep respect for structure and tradition. They are often drawn to organizations, workplaces, and educational settings that offer clear hierarchies and expectations. The second most common personality type in place number 15 is ISTP, also called the virtuoso. They represent 9.8%. People with the ISTP personality type, or virtuosos, love to explore with their hands and their eyes, touching and examining the world around them with an impressive diligence, a casual curiosity, and a healthy dose of skepticism. They are natural makers, moving from project to project, building the useful and the superfluous for the fun of it and learning from their environment as they go. They find no greater joy than in getting their hands dirty, pulling things apart and putting them back together, leaving them just a little bit better than they were before. In the 14th place is ESTJ, or the executive. They represent 9%. People with the ESTJ personality type, or executives, are representatives of tradition and order, utilizing their understanding of what is right, wrong, and socially acceptable to bring families and communities together. Embracing the values of honesty and dedication, ESTJs are valued for their mentorship mindset and their ability to create and follow through on plans in a diligent and efficient manner. They will happily lead the way on difficult paths, and they won't give up when things become stressful. In number 13 we have the ISFJ, who is known as the Defender. They represent 8.4% of the population. In their unassuming, understated way, people with the ISFJ personality type, or Defenders, help make the world go round. Hardworking and devoted, these personalities feel a deep sense of responsibility to those around them. ISFJs can be counted on to meet deadlines, remember birthdays and special occasions, uphold traditions, and shower their loved ones with gestures of care and support. But they rarely demand recognition for all that they do, preferring instead to operate behind the scenes. And number 12 goes to ENFP, the campaigner. They represent 8.2%. People with the ENFP personality type, also known as campaigners, are true free spirits, outgoing, open-hearted, and open-minded. With their lively, upbeat approach to life, ENFPs stand out in any crowd. But even though they can be the life of the party, they don't just care about having a good time. These personalities have profound depths that are fueled by their intense desire for meaningful, emotional connections with others. In place number 11, we have ISFP, also called the Adventurer. They represent 6.6%. People with the ISFP personality type, known as adventurers, are true artists, although not necessarily in the conventional sense. For these types, life itself is a canvas for self-expression. From what they wear to how they spend their free time, they act in ways that vividly reflect who they are as unique individuals. With their exploratory spirit and their ability to find joy in everyday life, ISFPs can be among the most interesting people you'll ever meet. Number 10 is INFP, also known as the Mediator. They represent 6.3%. Although they may seem quiet or unassuming, people with the INFP personality type, known as mediators, have vibrant, passionate inner lives. Creative and imaginative, they happily lose themselves in daydreams, inventing all sorts of stories and conversations in their mind. INFPs are known for their sensitivity. These personalities can have profound emotional responses to music, art, nature, and the people around them. They are known to be extremely sentimental and nostalgic, often holding on to special keepsakes and memorabilia that brighten their days and fill their heart with joy. And number 9 is ESTP, the Entrepreneur. They represent 6.1%. People with the ESTP personality type, known as entrepreneurs, are vibrant individuals brimming with enthusiastic and spontaneous energy. They tend to be on the competitive side, often assuming that a competitive mindset is a necessity in order to achieve success in life. With their driven, action-oriented attitudes, they rarely waste time thinking about the past. In fact, they excel at keeping their attention rooted in their present. So much so that they rarely find themselves fixated on the time throughout the day. In place number 8, ESFP, also named the entertainer, they represent 6%. If anyone is to be found spontaneously breaking into song and dance, it is people with the ESFP personality type, entertainers. They get caught up in the excitement of the moment and want everyone else to feel that way too. No other type is as generous with their time and energy when it comes to encouraging others, and no other type does it with such irresistible style. In number 7, ESFJ, the consul. They represent 5.7%. For people with the ESFJ personality type, consuls, life is sweetest when it's shared with others. These social individuals form the bedrock of many communities, opening their homes and their hearts to friends, loved ones, and neighbors. And number 6 is ENTP, the logician. They represent 4.8%. People with the INTP personality type, logicians, pride themselves on their unique perspective and vigorous intellect. They can't help but puzzle over the mysteries of the universe, which may explain why some of the most influential philosophers and scientists of all time have been INTPs. People with this personality type tend to prefer solitude, as they can easily become immersed in their thoughts when they are left to their own devices. They are also incredibly creative and inventive, and they are not afraid to express their novel ways of thinking or to stand out from the crowd. And the 5th rarest personality type is ENTP, also called the debater. They represent 4.3%. Quick-witted and audacious, people with the ENTP personality type, debaters, aren't afraid to disagree with the status quo. In fact, they're not afraid to disagree with pretty much anything or anyone. Few things light up these personalities more than a bit of verbal sparring, and if the conversation veers into controversial terrain, so much the better. And number 4 is INTJ, also named the architect. They represent 2.6%. The INTJ is the 2nd rarest female personality type and the 4th rarest male personality type. People with the INTJ personality type, architects, are intellectually curious individuals with a deep-seated thirst for knowledge. INTJs tend to value creative ingenuity, straightforward rationality, and self-improvement. They consistently work toward enhancing intellectual abilities and are often driven by an intense desire to master any and every topic that piques their interest. The 3rd rarest personality type is INFJ, the advocate. They represent 2.6% of the population. The INFJ personality has long been touted as the rarest personality type of all, even by me. However, over the last decade, they have become slightly less rare and now make up 2.3% of the population. Idealistic and principled, people with the INFJ personality type, also known as advocates, aren't content to coast through life. They want to stand up and make a difference. For these compassionate personalities, success doesn't come from money or status, but from seeking fulfillment, helping others, and being a force for good in the world. The 2nd rarest personality type is the ENFJ, the protagonist. They represent 2.2% of the population. People with the ENFJ personality type, also known as protagonists, feel called to serve a greater purpose in life. Thoughtful and idealistic, ENFJs strive to have a positive impact on other people and the world around them. These personalities rarely shy away from an opportunity to do the right thing, even when doing so is far from easy. And finally, number 1, the rarest personality type is ENTJ, the commander. They represent 1.8% of the population. For the longest time, INFJs were the rarest personality type, but as of the most recent MBTI registered trademark manual, ENTJs have taken the lead in rarity. Making up a mere 1.8% of the population, ENTJs are the rarest of all the 16 personality types. People with the ENTJ personality type, also known as commanders, are natural-born leaders. Embodying the gifts of charisma and confidence, ENTJs project authority in a way that draws crowds together behind a common goal. However, these personalities are also characterized by an often ruthless level of rationality, using their drive, determination, and sharp mind to achieve whatever objectives they've set for themselves. Their intensity might sometimes rub people the wrong way, but ultimately, ENTJs take pride in both their work ethic and their impressive level of self-discipline. Finally, we want to assure you that we're just ranking the 16 personality types from rarest to most common, and this does not mean saying any personality types are better than others. Now tell us in the comments about your personality type and which one you want the next video to be about. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button, and until the next video, peace.